So let's talk about the rights issue being offered by VFD Group. Sometimes ago, I made a video on VFD Group that I'm buying in the zone. That's personal. And now they are offering rights issue to existing shareholders. And when we had our last webinar, some people were saying that they bought the VFD Group. And I think it is time for us to check, is it a good buy? Should we buy this rights issue, or should we just renounce it? Should we claim it or renounce it? Because rights issue is only meant for existing shareholders, and it usually comes at a discounted price. Now, the current market price as at the time of making this video, I mean real-time market price. I'm not talking about apps that gives a day after price. I'm talking about real-time price. And if you want to get real-time price, you can get it on NGX, you can get it on TradingView, you can get it on Stock Analysis, you can get it on investing.com. Those are the websites that will give you real-time market price. It will only be delayed, I think, by 30 minutes. So as at the time of making this video, it's currently trading at 12 naira, and the rights issue price is 10 naira, which means if you take up that issue, you'll be having 2 naira unrealized gain. It is unrealized gain, don't forget that. And also it is 2 for 3. 2 for 3 simply means if you have, let's say, 3 shares, you are entitled to 2. You have the right to take up 2. So for instance, somebody who has 300,000 shares can take up additional 200,000 shares. So rights issue is one of the ways you can easily make money. The qualification date is August 8th, which was last week Friday. Now, I need to say this. Who should go for this offer? Who should take up this rights issue? Number one, if you want to average down. I want to believe by now you should know what we call averaging down, which means we usually call it dollar cost averaging when we are investing in dollars, but in naira we call it naira cost averaging, which means, for instance, if you bought at, let's say, 14 naira, now that it is 10 naira, it is time for you to buy at 10 naira so that it will even out. I hope you understand. By the time you have 10 naira and 14 naira together, you now divide your total shares by it. You see that it will no longer be 14 naira. You use it to reduce your cost price. That's what you use average down to achieve. Now, another investor that should take advantage of this is anybody who wants to do what we call stock flipping, which means you are buying at 10 naira, but you so much believe in VFD Group that very soon the stock price should go up, the market price should go up. Then you buy at 10 naira. The moment maybe it gets to 15 naira or it gets to 18 naira, you sell off. The moment it gets to what? It gets to 15 naira or it gets to 18 naira, you can sell off, and that can be achieved in a short time. Now, another investor that should think about taking up this offer is if you believe so much in the company. You believe in the company. I'll be talking about what the company does at the end. What is it that they do? And I'll also talk about the downside I think I have with them. And I mentioned it in that video. But one thing is that there's no perfect company. There's no perfect company. There's no perfect investment. There's no perfect company. There's no company that will tick all the boxes. If you see a dividend paying stock that pays dividend consistently, that company, for instance, may not really have the capacity to grow. If you see a company that has the capacity to grow, it may not be paying dividend. If it is not like that, by the time you check their financials, they may be having issues with their free cash flow. They may be having issues with their debt level. They may be having issues with their revenue. So there's no perfect company that you say you want to buy this company and it ticks all the boxes. Definitely no. So if you are a firm believer in the company, you believe in VFD Group, then it's something you should also take up. You can take it up. Then the last but not the least, VFD Group also pays dividend. As long as they make profits, they declare dividend. The last dividend they paid was 2.50 kobo. And the last time they did bonus issue, which was for the 2024 financial year, they did bonus issue and they also paid dividend. And they got listed in the NGX, I think, in 2023. In 2023, they were formerly in NASDAQ, which is the OTC markets, before they got listed on the NGS in 2023. So what are they into? They are into financial services, especially the digital banking space. That's what they are spending money on, and I think that's what they still want to use this rights issue for. Because whenever you want to take up rights issue, always look at it. What is it that this company wants to use this rights issue for? Is it that they want to use it to pay debts, or they want to use it for expansion? If they want to use it to pay off debts, that may be a red flag that the company is in financial distress. But if it is majorly for expansion, such as what happened to the banks, Nigerian banks last year, and also the recapitalization that the insurance sector will soon be going through, you know that majorly it's for expansion. So you can invest in such a company who wants to expand. I hope you get my point. So they are currently spending on their digital banking system. Then they are also into asset management, they are into real estate, and they are into technology. The only downside I have with VFD Group is their debt to equity, and also their free cash flow. But I want to believe, because they are an investment company, they will know how to navigate all this. In terms of profits, they jumped from loss, I think 1 billion loss in 2023 due to the issue of FX, and they came up with, I think, over 11 billion naira in profits in 2024. So you can see that they bounced back. So that's all I have to say if you have to take up VFD Group rights issue. Don't forget, rights issue is one of the way smart investors make money in the market. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do by clicking on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we release a new video. Till we meet in our next video, stay blessed.